Right now, the DNR is calling for caution as the fire danger across the state reaches high-risk levels. This as we continue dealing with above normal temperatures. Also, Senator Tammy Baldwin teaming up with her colleagues to protect a person's right to in vitro fertilization. And later, how the city of Beloit is preparing to address the housing crisis and revitalize its downtown area. Welcome to News 3 Now. Well, we hope you enjoy this afternoon's temperatures because it's going to feel like the complete opposite tomorrow. Yeah, from temperatures around 70 all the way down to below freezing. A dramatic change that could create some icy conditions for commuters. Meanwhile, the dry conditions have increased the fire danger statewide. We have team coverage on both of those stories tonight. We begin with a check of your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Today set a record, not only for today, but also for the month of February and also for meteorological winter. Take a look at the high temperatures across the area. 70 degrees the high in Madison. We've never hit 70 in December, January, or February. First time today. Janesville, mid-70s. Temperatures were in the mid-80s down towards St. Louis. This is just unbelievable warmth. And severe weather is a possibility. Tornado watch in effect for far southeastern Wisconsin and much of northern Illinois through 10 p.m. We're watching some showers. There have been a couple of isolated thunderstorms moving out of Iowa into southern Grant County, but these showers and storms have been weakening because they're in the cooler air behind the front. Farther to the south, not far to the south. Look at these severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings. An observed tornado east of the Quad Cities. Those storms are moving to the east-northeast and may affect southeastern Wisconsin, but should stay to our south. Look at that hook echo on that storm just to the east of the Quad Cities. So that is a very serious situation not far to our south. By 6 hours later, as we head toward midnight, we're going to be looking at snow in the western parts of our viewing area. That's how dramatic the drop will be in temperatures. Right now, Madison's at 63, Janesville almost at 70. Temperatures are in the 30s just west of the Mississippi River. That cold air is heading in our direction. Right now, temperatures are in the middle 60s, 66 across Verona, 64 degrees in McFarland, and 64 in Deerfield. And then as those temperatures crash tonight, we're going to see them drop by over 50 degrees by early tomorrow morning. We could see icy roads develop, up to an inch of snow. Wind chills by morning will be down around 0. That's about a 70-degree drop in what it feels like to what this afternoon to what it'll feel like early tomorrow morning. Look for temperatures to drop by about 20 degrees this evening, from 63 to 43, with showers, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm this evening, but the snow will arrive overnight. I'll have more on the timing of that in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Right now, the DNR says most of Wisconsin is under a high fire danger risk. This is the DNR's fire danger map. Nearly all of Wisconsin in yellow. That means wildfires could start and spread more easily. They'd also be more difficult to bring under control in these conditions. And over the past weekend alone, the DNR responded to 15 wildfires burning some 30 acres. That is an alarming number for these early winter months.
Our Catherine Merck joins us live with more on the current conditions and some guidance from the Department of Natural Resources. Catherine?
Eric and Charlotte, it definitely doesn't feel like February where I'm at right now. Take a look. It's very dry. There's a lot of dead plants, dead everything all around me. But there is some bugs. It's overall feeling like March. Same as fire season, which normally starts around this time. But same with the weather. It's a little bit different this year.
It is a little out of the ordinary.
As temperatures rise and more people get outside early this week, this fire ranger with the DNR wants the public to avoid burning because of high fire danger statewide.
This winter has been tough with the lack of snow cover that we received over much of the state.
Ralph Schaefer says he's seen this before and has had staff ready to go as early as Christmas time, but this is anything but normal for this time of year.
Typically, yeah, we are under snow cover right now, and we are just preparing to get into fire season, so we're making sure all of our equipment is ready and all of that.
The lack of winter precipitation statewide has caused an early start to Wisconsin's wildfire season. On windy, dry days like these, embers from any fire, especially burn piles and campfires, can easily escape control and cause a wildfire.
And this winter has been tough with the lack of snow cover that we received over much of the state.
So far in 2024, the DNR has already responded to over 50 fires burning 160 acres. To give you some perspective, the 10-year average is 3 wildfires burning 2 acres. With stats like these, this fire ranger hopes with taking necessary precautions, we can try to avoid an anything but normal wildfire season.
Just be careful.
Here Here are the top 3 ways the DNR is telling people to avoid dangers. Number 1, stop outdoor burning until conditions improve. Number 2, operate equipment like chainsaws, off-road vehicles and lawnmowers early in the morning or late at night to avoid sparks at the peak burning hours. And then number 3, make sure to secure dragging trailer chains, as those can easily cause a spark in these kind of conditions. And we got some wild weather over the next few hours, as Gary was telling us. Some of the conditions are likely to change, and thus some of these recommendations from the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources will as well. And we're going to continue to keep you updated to make sure you're safe out there. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
And stay up to date on the weather on our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather.
A trial for one of the 2 men charged in a deadly shooting on Madison's east side last summer is now underway. Devontae Gafford faces several charges, including first-degree intentional homicide as party to a crime. His trial is scheduled to wrap up on Thursday. On July 13th last year, Devon Grant was shot and killed. Happened at Harmony Apartments. Madison police say they found some 60 shell casings at the scene. Gafford was taken into custody in Milwaukee by U.S. Marshals in August. His trial is scheduled again to wrap up on Thursday. And Madison police say they arrested a man over the weekend for yelling racial slurs and threatening people downtown. Now, officers were called to the 400 block of West Gilman about 8 Sunday night. When they got there, they saw the suspect walking away from the area. The man now charged with disorderly conduct with a hate crime modifier and intimidating a victim.
The FBI is now offering a $15,000 reward in the search for Elijah Vu. The 3-year-old went missing last week in Two Rivers. Prosecutors say Vu's mother, Katrina Bauer, left her son with Jesse Vang for disciplinary reasons. Both have since been charged with child neglect. During a press conference, Vu's family thanked the public for their continued effort to help find Elijah.
I want everybody to continue, don't stop, just searching for my baby Elijah. We want him to be safe, and with my family, and we love my grandson.
If you have any idea where Elijah could be, please call the Two Rivers Police Department. The phone number 844-267-6648.
Governor Tony Evers says he's prepared to veto a bill that would have provided tens of millions of dollars to fight PFAS pollution, but it also would have cut the state DNR enforcement power. The governor called the bill a, quote, poison pill and criticized the Republican-led legislature for blocking the $125 million for PFAS mitigation that was agreed to during budget negotiations. The governor urged Republican lawmakers to reach a compromise in order to unlock that funding.
Senator Tammy Baldwin and some of her Senate colleagues are introducing legislation that would protect every American's rights to access in vitro fertilization. Today, they called on the Senate to pass the Access to Family Building Act. The bill comes following Alabama State Supreme Court ruled that frozen embryos created during the IVF process are children under state law. Now, several healthcare centers in the state have stopped IVF services, something Senator Baldwin says is a consequence of overturning Roe v. Wade.
Congress has a chance to show if they think that every family should have the freedom to decide when and how to build their family.
The bill would also allow the Department of Justice to pursue civil action against any state, government official, or individual that violates protections in the legislation. Meanwhile, the Republican businessman running against Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin is taking a stance on IVF. A spokesperson for Eric Hovde's campaign said the U.S. Senate candidate supports in vitro fertilization. This, as GOP leaders are encouraging Republican candidates to reject efforts to restrict IVF.
Officials in Beloit are preparing for major community development, and they're setting aside $12 million to address the housing crisis and also revitalize the downtown area. Our Maddie Heimsch reports.
The upper floors of these businesses behind me could soon be more than underutilized storage spaces. City officials tell me there's more to downtown Beloit than what's on ground level.
The city of Beloit has an unprecedented need for housing. We need housing from affordable level housing to executive level. We hear from our residents that they are struggling to find housing that meets their needs and their budget.
Beloit's strategic communication director, Sarah Locke, told me that paired with that need for housing is a need for economic growth in downtown Beloit. The $12 million set aside by the city will go to participating downtown property owners. The city will match 50% of what property owners put towards housing developments in their unused spaces, up to $30,000.
We want to look at the space that's underutilized and have, more and more people who want to call Beloit home come live here downtown.
Locke says the developments will be mutually beneficial. Residential housing above small businesses will drive business, supporting owners and the Beloit economy overall.
We know that when residents live in their downtown, they help support the downtown, they spend their money downtown. So to help strengthen our downtown, we wanted to have additional housing placed here.
For more information on the project, visit channel3000.com. Grant applications for downtown property owners are open immediately. Reporting in Beloit, Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Coming up next on News 3 Now at 6 with tax season in full swing, why the Federal Trade Commission is suing H&R Block.
Also a warning for those of you who use eye ointments, a nationwide recall you need to hear about.
Watching News 3 Now at 6. Brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
Gruber Law Offices. Gruber Law Offices. Gruber Law Offices. For over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices has had one goal: to provide top-notch legal services. One call, one call, one call, one call. That's all.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Check out our great selection of Morton water softeners. This demand control Wi-Fi enabled water softener lets you track your home's water consumption. Only $586.99 after rebate. Shaw vinyl plank flooring will update the look of any room. It's waterproof, durable, and easy to install, making it a perfect choice for active families. Manor Hill vinyl plank flooring is $299 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Gary Canolti, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Experience the Rhine River September 9th through the 20th. We'll cruise the scenic ride aboard a luxurious Amadeus cruise ship. Explore the splendors of Switzerland, Germany, France, and Amsterdam as we make our way down the spellbinding river. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hey, lady, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. News 3 Now This Morning, moving forward. Weekdays. You're watching News 3 Now at 6, moving forward.
The FDA is announcing a nationwide recall of eye ointment products. Multiple brands from Brassica Pharma Private Limited sold at Walmart and CVS may not be sterile. That could cause health problems for some people. Among the products included in this recall, Equate Lubricant Eye Ointment and CVS Health Lubricant Eye Ointment. Consumers are advised to take the ointments back to the place of purchase for a refund.
Well, the Federal Trade Commission is suing tax preparation company H&R Block over issues tied to its online free file option. The FTC alleges that H&R Block makes it difficult for consumers to downgrade to less costly packages and that it misleads many into thinking they qualify for free filing. According to the FTC, the downgrade to a lower cost option, customers have to first contact customer service and then re-enter all of their tax data. The FTC also accuses H&R Block of deceptive marketing when advertising its free online filing option, not making it clear who actually qualifies for that product. And still ahead, you only have a few more days to nominate someone or something for Best of Madison.
Plus, it's been a busy week for the people at the Raptor Education Group, where they say this owl found himself stuck.
Also, Gary returns with the latest on the big drop in temperatures heading our way as some parts of southern Wisconsin are ready to deal with severe weather. Stay with us.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they battle with the Bulls on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the Bucks head to the Windy City to tip off with their interstate rivals. It's a battle on the border. Bucks Bulls on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on Television Wisconsin.
Do you feel like America is slipping away? Our country is facing enormous challenges. Our economy, our healthcare, crime, and open borders. Everything is going in the wrong direction. All Washington does is divide us and talk about who's to blame. And nothing gets done. That's not the country I know and love. I'm Eric Hovde. I'm running for the U.S. Senate. And I approve this message because I believe we need to come together and find common sense solutions to restore America.
Does your roof look great from the ground, but yet it's still leaking? We see roofs every day that look great, but the important details weren't done correctly. With the average cost of a replacement roof being north of $25,000, that might not be what you need. Let one of our specialists give you a free 16-point inspection and let you know exactly what's really wrong with your roof and show you how we can restore it, saving you thousands. Remember, when you think roofing, think Larson, Wisconsin's best roofing experience.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile. This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Moving forward.
With around 1,000 cases a year, the Raptor Education Group is absolutely no stranger to receiving unusual calls. But now the group says it's having one of its busiest weeks already. It started when they first helped a barred owl who was stuck in a chimney for 4 days in Marshfield. Shortly after, they were called about a bald eagle and red-tailed falcon tangled together upside down in an electric fence in Stratford. Despite a few scrapes, each bird is recovering.
I really thought when I saw the photo, of them upside down, 2 very powerful raptors, that, there would be really fatal injuries or serious injuries.
Reggie is hopeful to have all 3 birds released later this week.
Time is running out to nominate your favorite person or place for Madison Magazine's Best of Madison. You can nominate from a variety of categories, including food, arts and entertainment, fitness, and much more. The Best of Madison poll will qualify those residing throughout Dane, Rock, Columbia, Dodge County, and more. You can nominate once a day in each category through Thursday. Find more details on how to cast your vote at channel3000.com. Temperatures are starting to drop back to what we're supposed to have this time of year. And here's Gary with a pretty awful forecast, quite frankly, Gary. It's going to change.
This is just unbelievable. Let's take a look at the records that we've set over the last couple of days. Yesterday, our high temperature of 67 broke the record high of 61 by 6 degrees. Now, that's pretty impressive, okay? Take a look at this. Our high temperature today of 70 broke the record high temperature of 58 by 12 degrees. Not only that, it was the warmest temperature ever in Madison for February, and also the warmest during meteorological winter for December, January, and February. We've never hit 70 degrees. I don't think we're going to set a record for a warm overnight low temperature, and that's because our low temperature is more likely to be just before midnight and probably in the middle 30s as temperatures drop off dramatically. We're watching some rain showers across mainly southwestern Wisconsin. Here in Dane County, we've seen them mainly north and west of Madison. A little bit of a break now. There were a couple of thunderstorms across eastern Iowa. Those have weakened as they move toward Platteville, Cuba City, and up toward Mineral Point. Farther to the south, not far to the south, it is a different story. Numerous severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings for these storms that are moving across parts of northern Illinois. This cell here really bears some watching. There is a tornado warning for an observed tornado. You can see the rotation here. That has been persistent over the last hour or so. But fortunately, it looks like most of this severe weather is going to track across northern Illinois, maybe far southeastern Wisconsin. But look what's happening to the west at the same time. Already snowing over parts of northeastern Iowa and western Wisconsin. And we'll see some snow here later on tonight. In fact, we have a first warn weather alert day in the forecast overnight for a temperature drop of 50 degrees or more. That could lead to icy roads. Any roads that are wet will become icy very quickly. We could see up to an inch of snow on top of that, although that's not too much of a concern. But again, that will help make roads slippery. Wind chills by morning will be down around 0. Now think about that. High temperatures today, 70 degrees. It'll feel like 0 by tomorrow morning. That is a huge drop in temperatures. And we'll track this out with Future Track. Again, temperatures right now, lower 60s, middle 60s, colder already out to the west. The severe weather across northern Illinois. Those storms will weaken as they push into our viewing area. They may still remain strong to severe over southeastern Wisconsin, where temperatures will be a little warmer. But notice by 9 p.m., already temperatures dropping into the 40s. That would end any severe weather threat. Farther out to the west, those temperatures are already around freezing in La Crosse. By midnight, we're looking at temperatures in the mid-30s here in Madison. Some snow showers starting to develop as temperatures continue to drop. Those snow showers move off to the north and east pretty rapidly, but so do the temperatures. They drop to the middle teens by early tomorrow morning as skies start to clear out to the west. And again, wind chills will be down around 0. Just as quickly, we could be looking at record warm temperatures Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of next week, as our predicted high temperatures are going to be very close to the records and the record warm overnight low temperatures as well. Boy, just a crazy, crazy 24 hours. But planning your night across Dane County by morning, down to 16 in Stoughton, 16 in Windsor, 18 in Cross Plains. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, Janesville down to 22, Lone Rock at 14, Camp Douglas and La Crosse down to 13 degrees. Tomorrow, we're back to sunshine, but our high temperature, 27 degrees. That's more than a 40-degree temperature drop from what we saw today. Snowfall, again, I don't think it's going to be much of a deal. Most areas that get any snow at all will stay under an inch. But again, even a dusting of snow on top of icy roads could make them very slick for a time. Then we go from 27 tomorrow to 44 Thursday to 52 on Friday to 62 on Saturday and almost to 70 by Sunday of next weekend. So March starts out warm, maybe some thunderstorms Sunday night into Monday, and then temperatures a little cooler but still above normal for the end of next week.
Some sad news from the Packers today. Cherry Starr, the widow of Hall of Fame quarterback Bart Starr, has died. When Cherry and Bart moved up to Green Bay from Alabama, the couple volunteered with Rawhide Youth Services in the 60s. Later in life, Cherry dedicated decades of work to cancer research, inspired by the death of Vince Lombardi. That work continues on through the Starr Children's Fund. Cherry Starr was 89 years old.
And coming up in sports, a Big Ten title is on the line this weekend at the Kohl Center, while the Badgers have had this series against the Spartans circled for a while. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wisco Home Goods welcomes you to fall in love this Valentine's Day. Find the perfect gift for your spouse, gal pals, or amazing mothers. Give the gift of handsomely scented soy candles, locally crafted and made with pride.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sonobello.
With Sonobello, day one, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up.
Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sonobello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sonobello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Meet Madison Magazine's Chef of the Year. Learn why Jamie Brown Sukasumi earns raves for her next-gen take on Southeast Asian cuisine. And visit a local farm that brings you closer to the food you eat. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now. Madison Magazine presents The City Guide, your ultimate resource for Madison area adventures. With inside tips on where to eat, what to do, and places to see. Available now on area newsstands or online at madisonmagazine.com.
It all comes down to the final weekend of the regular season to claim a Big Ten champion. Wisconsin enters 2 points behind Michigan State in the standings and needing to take 5 of the possible 6 points to win their second Big Ten title and earn a first-round bye in the conference tournament. So the stakes are high as the Badgers look to avenge a pair of early losses this season to the Spartans, and that's just what this group wanted.
We owe them one, so we're excited. We've marked this one on our calendar, and I think early on we were kind of hoping it'd come down to this weekend because it's something you wish for. Kind of fun playing as a player.
It's exciting. They left a bad taste in our mouths back in November, and we owe them one. And I think our whole group knows what's at stake and is excited to see what we can do on Friday.
Kyle McClellan added another honor to his season. The Badger goalie was named the Big Ten's second Star of the Week for his performance against Penn State, which included 2 wins and a nation-best 7th shutout. The Star is his 5th of the year. And to get you ready for their series against Michigan State, tune into this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Owen Lindmark stops by to talk all things Badgers and Spartans. Show airs at 6:30 on Friday, right here on News 3 Now. Playoff hockey begins for the Wisconsin women this weekend when they drop the puck against St. Thomas, a team they've never lost to. The Badgers are a perfect 11-0 against them, and in their 4 wins this season, they've outscored the Tommies 20-4. But anything can happen in the postseason, so Mark Johnson has been preaching a one-game mindset this week because right now, both teams are starting fresh in the playoffs.
If you're not successful this week and then Saturday or Sunday it's over for you and then you're going to be watching and if you don't want to have those feelings, then you need to prepare yourself.
We all start at 0 now. We have 0 wins, 0 losses, like everybody's at an equal playing field. So every opponent we play is important. You know what I mean? Like I feel like every game is a championship game. So I feel like the way we approach the game is certainly different.
Couple big-time series for the Badgers this weekend.
Getting into crunch time for these winter sports and tournament time. March Madness around the corner, and we're going out of February with a wild weather stretch.
Yeah, just showers here, which is good news, mainly south and west of Madison. Not even seeing any lightning there, but severe thunderstorms and tornadoes across parts of northern Illinois. Fortunately, those will be heading more for southeastern Wisconsin, but notice by later on tonight, we're going to be changing over to snow as these temperatures that are in the lower 60s in Madison are already in the 30s west of the Mississippi River.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.